My name is Jonathan Davis and I'm from Alexandria. My favorite hobbies are shooting pool, riding my motorcycle, and just hanging out with my friends. Before the accident, I was working as a delivery driver. Physical things that I had to do was to lift up on heavy packages, bringing them to second-story apartments or anything like that. It was very demanding. It was a normal day. I'm what they call a floater, so I would run anybody's route. That particular day I was running in Vidalia, just coming back into Alexandria and heading back to the terminal, and a car pulled out in front of me. But I did hit my brakes, no way I can avoid it or switch to the other lane, and impacted, threw my truck in the ditch. After the impact and the truck finally stopped, I got out. They had a couple of witnesses and came over and checked on me, asked me was I okay, and then I felt a burning sensation and realized that my arm was burned from the airbags being deployed. I was in pain. I was transported to Cabrini Hospital. When I got there, they did x-rays. They told me that once I come down from the adrenaline, then I was gonna feel it, I was gonna be in pain. After the accident, could hardly stand, leg pain, neck pain, arm pain. I had 2 torn tendons in my shoulder, being that I was in an accident and it was work related, so I knew I needed counseling. I heard about Mr. Caubarreaux from TV commercials and friends that dealt with him, so I knew that he was probably the man to go to handle a case like mine. So the accident happened on a Thursday, and I believe I called Mr. Brian that Monday. I was able to go and see Mr. Brian the following day, that Tuesday. When I first met Mr. Brian, I went to his office, we talked, and he explained the situation and the steps and process of everything, and told me what his plan was and getting everything, records and everything from doctors and physical therapy, and he made it happen. First, I started off with physical therapy, injections, steroid shots. From there, I wasn't getting any relief, so I ended up having rotator cuff surgery. The pain was unbearable. I wouldn't wish that on nobody. It took about a year to recover from that. If it wasn't for Mr. Brian, then I wouldn't know who to contact, who would I need to get my medicine from, or physical therapy, or anything like that. Him and his team worked wonders. They made the process real easy. They always answered the phone, or if I had a question, they was always there to answer any questions that I had. I don't believe I would have got that care, that concern from another lawyer as Mr. Brian and his team did. I'm starting to feel a lot better since the treatments, and just ready to get back to the workforce and see how it goes. I'm ready to get back to spending time with my family, shooting pool, and riding motorcycles. Definitely, I would recommend my friends, my family to Mr. Brian. The level of care and concern and communication that they have, he's a good attorney. Brian Caubarreaux did it right and did it above and beyond.